Hey everybody, what's up? It's Samber along with my co-hosts Stank and Poppy Latte, and you're watching the Loose Cannons presented by Red Cap Plumbing and Air, a Tampa-based company that takes pride in their reputation for timely service, professional results exceeding your expectations. They truly define hashtag Tampa Proud. We are joined on this very special edition of the show by none other than your amazing defensive tackle, nose tackle, Vita Vea. What is up, bro? Welcome to the show.
Appreciate it.
What's going on, Vita? How you holding up?
Not much. I'm hanging in there. I got out the cast a couple weeks ago. Now I'm out of the boot, or working my way out of the boot. So I'm walking right now.
Is that the worst injury you've ever sustained, Vita?
I think so. I think this one takes the cheese for them all, but I guess I'm learning a lot from it. I'm getting my takeaway from it and just trying to come back stronger.
What has been the most difficult thing? I know I don't want to harp on the injury the whole time, but what is the most difficult thing for you? You know, you were playing at a high level. You know, the team was winning, defense was playing really, really well. What's been the hardest thing for you to sit at home and have to kind of watch your guys go to war without you?
I think it was weird. So at first, it was just like it didn't really hit me. Watching the game on TV or whatever, it didn't really hit me. And then I think as the season progressed, and as I started to get into like a routine with, doing workouts and rehabs and stuff like that, I think that's when it started to hit me and be like, damn, this is getting really tough. I wish I could be out there with these guys. And especially for me, like it started to become more fun and like easier. The game became easier to me, and it started to slow down. And then right at that moment, just got hurt.
Yeah, no. In that Chicago game specifically, I mean, Bossio texted me a couple times, and he was like, "Bro, I thought that was the first time he had watched you play, like, on a primetime game like that." He's like, "Dude, you weren't lying, bro. You were literally like ragdolling grown ass men, bro. Like literally, it was like, what the fuck is going on?" So that's tough, man. I said it before the offseason. I said it during the offseason. I mean, the most important piece of this defense was you. I'm not saying it because you're on the show. I've said it before.
Mm-hmm.
It allows us to do a lot more things. You know what I mean? You and Devin kind of time the blitzes, and you control so much of the middle, man, that we're definitely missing you. We hope we get you back for the playoffs.
he can't say anything, but yeah,
I can say I can hope. I can hope. I mean, I can hope.
Definitely hope.
We can hope, of course. I was gonna ask you, man, whether Christian's talking about you ragdolling guys around, and you spoke a little bit to the game starting to kind of slow down for you. Do you remember a moment, kind of maybe in your rookie season, where you finally realized, okay, this is not college, this is the fucking NFL? Like, what was that moment in that rookie year?
I think that moment was when I first got here. Like, there's a thing called rookie minicamp. So like after everyone gets drafted and whatnot, there's like you get 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, then you go into this thing called rookie minicamp before you go into OTAs with the vets. And I think that was my like, oh shit, I'm not.
This is real.
This is grown man business. Like, got in, like, you like my thoughts were like, oh, I'm about to go in, and it's about to be cake. I made it to the league. It's about to be all good. First round draft pick. They about to show me love, and I got drafted. I was like, damn, you got people who've been playing for 10 years, and stuff like that. So you take that into, you put that into perspective, and you think about like, damn, I'm back down. at the bottom. Like you look at it as I always looked at it as like a roller coaster ride. You know, you start off in high school. You know, you work your way from freshman, senior year. Senior year, you're top of your game. And you go to college, then you're back at the bottom. And you have to work your way back to the top. And then you get drafted into the NFL, and now you're back down. So you constantly going up and down with, like, you know, these different emotions and stuff. So I think first coming into that, especially coming out of college and being like a high draft pick and with like with the different mindset or expectations, I think that was the hardest thing. Or that was my, like, welcome to the NFL. You're not a little kid anymore. You know, you gotta grow up now.
Yeah, you're lining up in practice across from Ali Marpet. It's like, okay.
Yeah, Vita, that actually leads into my next question. You know, Ali, Red, Kappa, you know, nationally, these guys don't necessarily get all the love they deserve. You are unique, you know, that where obviously you face off against them in practice every day. Talk a little bit about their game, like a guy like Alex Kappa, who's transitioned from tackle to guard. What kind of growth have you seen from him, and just scout that offensive line a little bit? Tell me your opinion on them.
I think since when I first got here, I've seen a lot of growth within that unit, especially with Kappa, being that we were always roommates in away games. Like, so, like, young guys, you always have a roommate. You don't get your own room till like your fifth year, whatever. It's different how other teams look at it, but me and Kappa were always roommates. So just seeing him grow from rookie year to now, he's made like a big jump since then. You know, he's definitely a hard worker on and off the field, and he's like worked. I don't know how to word it, but I think he's put so much into his craft in the off season, and that's where you see the growth with him on the field this year. So he's definitely made a big jump since when we first got here.
Have any of those guys on the offensive line in practice taken it to you or gotten the better of you? Because you're massive, right? So it's like naturally you don't think that anyone's gonna beat Vita, right? But has Ali like given it to you and you're like, oh shit, I got to do things different with this guy? Like, have you had a moment like that with any of these guys in practice?
I think I'd say we always go back and forth a lot. Definitely in practice, you know, we always go back and forth because we line up against each other like every single play. And, you know, in camp, that's like 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Line up against each other.
Ready to hit somebody else.
Yeah, so
you're ready to hit somebody else.
Eventually, you guys start figuring out each other's, like, they start figuring out my moves and what I like to do. So, you know, that becomes harder. Like, if I like to do a swim move every single, like, third down or something, then they catch on. They catch on to that. So, like, next time I try to do a swim move or something, it won't work like it did the first time. So, you know, going against them every day, you know, we go back and forth as far as battling. But I think it's for the better. I think it helps us, you know, improve in our game. And yeah, they got me a couple times because I had messed up my hand, so I was in the club.
I remember that.
Camp, so I only had one hand, so they was getting me though.
Dude, now you're just giving excuses, bro. Now you're just giving excuses, though. Come on.
Hey, it's hard though. When you got one hand, you don't. I think that's what helped me too. That helped me appreciate my hands more and using my hands when I got out of the club. So like the whole time I was in the club, I was just like, I'll get beat one play, and I was just like in my head, I just scream in my head, I can't wait to take the damn club off.
Dude, back in the day, I remember watching. There was a Green Bay Packer defensive lineman who had a club on, and he kept it on after his injury was fine because he learned that he could use it to like club these offensive linemen. You can't do that now. Obviously, you can't do that now.
I mean, because
speaking of battling
on this team, who played with a club, actually got his first sack back after the injury against
Tennessee game, yeah,
with the club on. So
that dude, he's something else. We're definitely gonna ask you about him because that dude is something else. JPP is amazing. But speaking of battling, I remember kicking when you talking about the barbershop and stuff. But my favorite battle that I saw you go back and forth with was Nelson from the Colts.
Oh yeah,
that dude is like one of the strongest dudes in the league. He came down here, he punted the football from our punter like a little punk. Fuck him. Like you try to act tough with a punter.
Yeah, man, for real. Pick up some of your own size.
I mean, you guys went back and forth, bro. But there was a series in that game where you literally put him on skates, bro. Like he was cleated and anchored, and you just mowed him back like 5 yards. I'm like, dude, this guy's crazy.
Nobody does that to that dude.
Nobody does that to that guy. But who's the toughest offensive lineman outside of, practice on our team that you've gone against that you're like, man, this guy's back and forth, a good battle back and forth? Was it that one or other ones?
That one was definitely a good battle last year, and I think we'll obviously see each other more, in years to come. But I think it was my rookie year. I think it was my first game back from my calf injury, my rookie year, or it was my first game in the NFL, and it was against a dude named Kyle Long, Chris Long's brother.
Yeah, they got a lot. They got bloodlines, like, man.
Yeah, dude. Y'all ever seen Game of Thrones?
Yes.
The mountain. That's what he looked like. I remember I was like a young pup. I'm still young, but I was a rookie. I was fresh out of college, and I was lined up against him, and I was like, damn, this dude pretty big.
It's a grown man.
But, that one, I think that one being my first game into the league and just being like, damn, seeing someone like this huge. I ain't never seen someone this huge in college. And then going against him, I think that was a good battle right there.
Vita, I'm sure you've rode the emotional roller coaster like all fans have this season. We started out well, in the last couple weeks we've struggled. Going into the last quarter of the season, what's your take on where this team is at in regards to making the playoffs? How do you think we'll do here in the next 4 games?
I think we're gonna do really good. I think the past couple of weeks, I think we're kind of eye-opening to everybody. I want to say I don't know too much. I haven't been in the building that much, but that's what I would say. And I think a lot of people have stepped up since then, especially after having a bad taste in their mouth all week last week, during the bye week. That's tough, sitting the whole week with the loss. So I think the preparation and, the attitude and mentality this week has picked up a lot with those guys. So I think they're taking that next step of, pushing it to, finish the season the right way.
I mean, you got to see you had a unique perspective. You got Brady coming in, learning this offense. COVID, you can't really, nothing's normal, no real preseason. Kind of speak to what you saw when he first came in the building and where this offense is at now. Have you seen a drastic progression, since he initially, since he first got here?
Yeah, I think I've seen like a lot of a big role, like leadership within him, and just how humble he is. The man got 6 rings, but he don't walk around like he played 20 some odd years and had 6 Super Bowl rings. He don't come off like that. He come off like as a humble person, and just saying that, I think that speaks a lot about him and his leadership and what he contributes to the team. And you know, just seeing how he works every day and, you know, how he comes to work. I think that's just really, really cool to see. You know, he played in his first Super Bowl, and I was like in third grade, I think.
Listen, I know what the problem is, by the way, Vita. I know what the problem is on offense. I've been figuring it out. I've been watching these games week by week, and Brady likes to throw to running backs. You know what I mean? He likes to throw to running backs. He needs a running back with soft hands, and you happen to play running back, and you've caught a touchdown. They need to put a package in that's just strictly for you, and you're coming out of the backfield. I want to see Vita in the open field. Who's going to tackle this man in the open field?
I agree.
I mean, he runs as fast as Leonard Fournette, but he's probably 4 times as strong, and he's got hands.
He's got hands like James
White. Go back and watch the Atlanta.
Yeah.
Go watch the Atlanta game. The hands are real,
bro. We got to bring back. We got to bring back that I formation and just hand it off to the fullback. Fullback wearing number 50.
Oh, bro, you caught. They gave you a couple shots last year, and we were begging for them to hand it off to you. Like, bro, can we please get a Vita handoff? Give him a handoff.
Vita, you play with a bunch of characters on that defensive line. You got JPP, you got Sue, you got Will Gholston, who looks like he's always professional, but you kind of could tell this guy talks some shit. And you've got fucking Devin White behind you, who, from all accounts, all the guys we've talked to, he's a chatterbox, right? He just doesn't stop. He's talking through fucking walkthroughs, Rojo told us. Which of these guys is the most fun to play next to, just every day, from practice all through Sunday? Which is the guy that you think is the most fun to be next to and have in that room?
And before you answer that, the guy that needs to be protected at all costs, like special security, is JPP. Because anybody who eats chicken wings, everybody knows about the show and fucking chicken wings. Anybody who eats chicken wings at 2 o'clock in the morning off the hood of a Rolls Royce,
boom,
it's just like
legend. Legend.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Hey, he's JVP, one of a kind. He's one of a kind. But that question though, going back to that question, I think that's a tough one because it's crazy. I think we all get along with each other, and we all got the same sense of humor, and just make each other laugh every day. That's hard to say. I know Sue's my guy. That dude, Sue's a businessman though, so he's like serious all the time. But he anytime like during the game, if I need help, if I like, damn, I can't figure out a move on this guy, I go to Sue and be like, Sue, what should I do? And Sue be like, oh, do this on him, it'll work. And I'll go, and next you know, like, I'll get a sack, something like that. And I'm like, damn, we're learning stuff like that. But I think the funniest, what was the question, the funniest?
No, who's the funnest guy to be in that room with? Who's the funnest guy to play with? It could be Devin White even. Doesn't have to be on the defensive line necessarily.
Gotcha. The funnest.
We've heard that you guys have a nickname for Sue himself.
Yeah, I gotta know how that nickname came about.
How did that come up?
How did Big Girl? I think you gave it to him too, right?
It was funny. So one of Sue's closest friends, and I figured this out after the fact that I started calling him Big Girl, but one of his closest friends in the off season said, or Sue was telling me that his close friend started calling him Big Girl in the off season, but none of us had I don't know why, but none of us, or I didn't know that. And then one day I was just walking onto the field, and Sue had to be walking on the field too, but he was like 20 yards away from me. And just the way he was walking, he just looked mad. He was just like had a mean mug on his face, but he wasn't really mad. He just had that, how girls like they have that resting bitch face.
Yeah.
he had like the mean mug. He always looked like he mad at something. And he was just walking. And I was like, man, why you look like a big girl right now? It was so funny. Because I think that really pissed him off even more. Because one of his homeboys from back home called him Big Girl. And he was like, man, how the hell this dude called Big Girl too? And I think he was annoyed from it.
Anybody
Yeah,
watching this, I highly suggest you do not try to call Stu.
Yeah, don't call Stu Big Girl if you see him. I'm pretty sure Vita's the only one that could like call him that and
Get away with it.
Stu not do anything, because if I were to say that, he'd probably break me in half.
Yeah, he probably exactly.
Yeah, if you see him at like a Whole Foods or some shit. Yo, what's up, big girl? Oh,
Big girl.
No,
you better
don't do
run.
that.
You better run, motherfucker.
Yeah, guess what?
Vita said we
catch
can
you.
call you that.
He'll catch you.
And so that just stuck? You guys just all end up calling him that now?
it just I think when I started saying it, I saw like the anger, or like not the anger. I seen like
The fire.
it was just something that you see that you like.
Annoying.
Oh,
He was annoyed.
I saw something that encouraged me to keep calling him big girl.
I understand.
I was like, hey, yeah, you don't like this one, I'm gonna keep calling you it.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like brothers. I know you grew up with you know, your brothers and stuff and family. You have a big family. I got to meet some of them. They're all fucking cool ass dudes. So, but it's kind of like that, right? Where it's like you get something on your brother and you're like, oh, he don't like that. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the red button. I'm gonna keep hitting that button over and over again because he doesn't like that shit.
Yeah, but I think right now it's more. We came up with different nicknames for each other. Some nicknames like I can't say on here.
No, you can say anything you want on here.
This show is called Loose Cannon.
This show is called Loose Cannon for a reason.
We both like we
He
don't
want to get himself in trouble though. Hey, Rojo said that they dubbed Brady six time.
Yeah,
That's what they call him, six time.
Call me. It's not Brady. It's not GOAT. Everybody just calls him 6 time.
6 time. I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
That's dope though.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that is. They call me 12 time, but whatever. We won't get into all that. No.
I just want, hey, Vita gets a ring. You know, being called one time would be good enough. Just get that first ring.
Shit. Call me one time.
Exactly. Get that first ring.
One time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
That'd be dope.
That I don't think anything on this show is gonna top that Sue big girl story, man.
No,
I've been thinking about that since that. I think it was that episode you guys did for the Bucs.
with Casey.
Yeah, with Casey Phillips. I've been thinking about. I was like, I gotta know why they call him that. Like, why? They know. Obviously, none of us can ever say that to him. I was gonna ask you, man. I don't know how much of this show you've watched in the past, but we love food on here, right?
Oh shit, we fuck with food, bro.
Oh, we love food, right? And we happen to be wing connoisseurs. We prefer the chicken wing over any other food, right?
Gotcha.
Best food. The best
That's a
food.
big deal, right? And we have a specific way that a chicken wing must be eaten. There are rules. There's levels to this shit, right? And we ask everybody who comes on our show has to answer these questions. Now, if you answer incorrectly, there's a possibility you won't come back on the show. That's how important these
I'm
two
very nervous
questions
right now.
are.
I'm very nervous because
Rojo should have let you know, bro, because he got
Yeah.
nervous when you started asking.
Rojo was very nervous. He was mad at Coach Luke Neal because he didn't coach him up before the podcast. I'm getting nervous right now because there's a personal relationship. You know, I don't want shit to get all fucked
You don't
up.
want to ruin it.
I need you to answer this shit correctly, bro.
This is a big deal, man. This is a big deal. And, you know, we avoided asking you the question that I'm sure everybody asks you when they first meet you, which is your name. So we're not going to do it. But I need to know, bro. I need to know. All of Bucs Nation needs to know.
Two-part question.
I
asked the question.
When you eat your chicken wings, are you getting them dry rub? Are you getting sloppy ass wet wings?
It depends where I'm getting it from.
If you could choose
Yeah, your best wing.
your
What's the
best
perfect
wing,
My best wing, dry rub from Hat Tricks.
My man.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Damn it, Vita. Okay, wait. This is the more important one.
I knew it.
You guys ever had Hat Tricks?
I have not.
No, but I'm about to
gonna
run
have
out
hat
and
tricks
get y'all
now.
because you just said my favorite wing. First of all, they're wet wing people.
Specific way you got to order it though at Hat Tricks.
Please
Okay,
tell me.
you need
Tell
to text
us.
us.
Please tell me. No, tell me
I
right.
can text you or tell you. So it's how I order it is I get the garlic parm, shake and baked, then retossed and medium.
Ooh.
Listen, if you work at Hat Tricks and that you don't change the name on the menu or put that on the menu, the Vita Vea wing.
That should be the Vita wing. That's right.
you deserve to be fired. Somebody at Hat Tricks needs to know. But
Not
yeah,
Vita.
I will be ordering
It's Vita. What the hell?
Vita. Sorry, bro. You're Hispanic. I don't have the Vita.
And by the way, okay, so garlic parm doesn't quite match, but if you're having buffalo wings, Vita, are you dipping them in blue cheese?
Ranch.
Fuck!
Oh no! Come on! Come on!
You gotta have
Come
right.
on!
Damn.
God damn it!
At least you like some dry rub.
God. Oh.
By the way, we're both wet wing guys, and Stank is happy as hell right now because he's a dry rub guy.
But ranch though?
Ranch? Ranch?
You not like blue cheese at all, or you prefer ranch?
Tell me you got some sort of medical exemption here for the blue cheese. Tell me you can't have blue cheese for some allergy type reason.
I think that's what we grew up on that for some reason. We ate the pizza with ranch.
Pizza with ranch.
Spaghetti with ranch.
Whoa.
What? No.
Wow, he loves
Ranch
ranch.
on everything.
I got younger cousins that like they take ranch to another level. They've eaten ranch with like a McDonald's.
God damn.
My cousin eats ranch with McDonald's, like every single McDonald's burger.
What?
My brother though, one time my older brother, we didn't have no ranch. For some reason, in our family we only could eat pizza with ranch. Like if we got no ranch, it's like we only eat one piece, and we want no more. We need ranch. And then one day, my brother was like, "Y'all ever tried it with mayo?"
Oh no! Come on, man!
No!
Come on, man!
No!
So hold on. So did you try it with mayo?
Did you try it with mayo?
At first, I was reacting like y'all did right there, and I was like, my brother was doing it because I thought he was joking.
Oh man.
He was like, "We used to do this in college," and I was like, "Hell no, I'm not doing that." I was like, just look at the mayo sitting there, and then eventually I was like, "Man, fuck it, I'm gonna try it." And it actually tastes pretty good.
Pizza?
No.
It's the only time I ever tried it though.
You heard it here first, guys. Put mayo on your fucking pizza.
Oh.
Do that.
You know what's funny is you like the dry rub wings like Stank does, but Stank can't have mayo, even though he looks like mayo. He can't have mayo.
You look like mayo though. You
look just like mayo, dude. You're the same color as mayo.
So I can eat it with both.
You do both?
I can eat wings with ranch or blue cheese.
All right, see, that's fine.
Okay.
Right.
So we're good. We're good with
Prefers
that.
ranch, but he also likes blue cheese, so that's
Thank God. You're welcome back onto the show. Thank God.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
What's your favorite food, man? Outside of wings, of course.
Favorite food outside of wings. I think I'd have to go with. That's a tough one.
Yeah, you can't ask that. That's a tough, I like a lot of food, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of food, but
I don't know, something he grew up on. He's got to educate us here.
I think if I had to pick one food, Mexican food.
Mexican food.
Yeah,
Strong.
Go wrong.
California, this built off Mexican food, so it just.
That's true.
I think, yeah. You guys ever had any like birria tacos?
What kind of tacos?
They're called birria tacos.
Mm-mm.
What is that?
They're really popping back home. I've seen a few spots.
You dip in that sauce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen. I've never had one though.
Yeah, those. You have to go to. I haven't found the right spot out here, so I can't, inform y'all on any good spots they got out here. But back home,
you don't have a taco spot here in Tampa that you.
Loli's.
Loli's is good.
Loli's.
I like Loli's.
Loli's. They got some good tacos. But I always get the ribeye quesadilla. That's fire if you ever go to Loli's. Ribeye quesadilla.
Now you talk.
Oh,
But
ribeye
if you talk
quesadilla.
about fried chicken tacos.
Right? What?
What?
Okay.
Hold the fuck up. Hold on, bro. This is a big man show. We like fucking food.
You were
just
talking
said
my
fried
language.
Fried chicken.
First he
taco?
said ribeye
quesadillas.
quesadilla, bro, right? I mean, shit, what the fuck? And then he says fucking fried chicken tacos. Tacos and fried chicken are two separate favorite meals. This motherfucker put them together. Where can I get this fried chicken taco?
At Loli's?
Loli's?
Miguelitos off of Kennedy.
Oh, no, wait. It's another place. What is it called?
Miguelitos.
Oh, Miguelitos.
Miguelitos.
Oh, I've been to Miguelitos before.
Fried chicken tacos?
Christian, write that shit down, bro.
We're going out. Me and Stank are going out with our wives for my birthday this weekend. We're not going to. We're going to Miguelitos now.
I'm trying to invite you, Sam.
We're going to. Yeah. You live in Sarasota. You're too fucking far.
I could have drove for your birthday.
Fried chicken taco. That's freaking amazing.
I could have drove for your birthday. That's fucked
bro.
up,
Be
man.
there.
You're gonna do it. We're gonna have a family fucking problem in front of our guest.
Oh, well, you didn't get the invite, Sam? Vita's coming too. You didn't know?
Yeah,
wow. Oh, wow.
Me, Vita, and Kristen, we're going out. We're going out for his birthday.
My birthday. No big deal. No big deal. By the way, hey, so I don't know how the fuck Rojo asking us for food advice when like Vita just fucking blew our freaking minds in about 5 minutes here. Miguelitos, bro. I'm going to Miguelitos. But I gotta ask you, growing up, were you always this like? Because you're a big dude, right? Like, were there any stories? I don't know if you seen that movie, The Blind Side, where he's lined up against the little dude and it's like, this is not even fair, bro. I mean, at that size, playing running back, like, what was that like, bro?
I'm like 340 right now. I wasn't 340 in high school. I was like about 300 pounds. But the way I was training and like the other sports that I played, I think that's what helped me be a little bit more faster than people that were 300 pounds. So I think that was the biggest thing. And that was crazy because I'd be running. Like the first time I scored a touchdown, I'd be like, damn. It was like, I thought I was going to get tackled. Line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
You look back and there's just like a pile of bodies everywhere.
I can't imagine like a linebacker trying to come and tackle a 300-pound running back. I mean, like that'd be scary.
We're making a business decision.
Yeah, but hold on. You said you were playing other sports. What the fuck other sports are you playing at 300 pounds in fucking high school? Tennis?
My first sport. Yeah, tennis. Tennis was my first sport.
What?
No
way.
How the fuck did you just guess that?
That's
I was being fucking stupid funny.
Yeah, tennis was my first sport. I think that's where a lot of the athleticism comes from. Just like
side to side agility.
You have to be how to play that game.
I mean, I was waiting for you to say some shit like I was on the ping pong team. I was on the fucking golf squad.
No, I was going to say this. Like most, I coach defensive line, and most of our defensive linemen, you know, they're like, "Oh yeah, I play two sports," and they do shot put, and that's like, yeah, that's what I do. You know, track type sports. But yeah, you clearly have incredible feet because you know to be your size, to have your agility, your speed, to be able to play tennis. Yeah, you have special feet to be able to do that. That I think that's kind of what sets you apart from other guys your size. You know, most guys your size can't play running back. Do you credit tennis for for training you like that, to giving you that agility?
I think tennis has to do some has a part of it. Mm-hmm. I think some of it has to do with genetics. Mm-hmm. I think my mom, she was like in the sports. She was like in the islands, like their track and field. She did a lot with that. But then my dad plays soccer. And everybody I know that grew up with him said that he was fast. So then I look at it like that. Like, damn, he was fast. It got to be genetics. And I think growing up, being active, playing tennis, basketball, rugby, I think that's what.
Rugby, holy shit.
Nobody's
Nobody's taking you down.
I would not want to play you in fucking rugby either.
Fuck
Jeez,
that,
no
dude.
hats, no helmets. What the fuck?
I'd be making business decisions from the fucking bleachers. Fuck that.
Oh, I'd be like, I pulled my hamstring in warm-ups.
Rugby's really fun.
Fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, not against you, bro. Not against you.
When you're dishing out the punishment.
Yeah, just walking through people like a fucking bulldozer. Of course, it's fucking fun. Shit,
bro. When did you know that you were as strong as you were? And you told me the story kind of where we were chilling at the shop, but I think the one where your dad was like, "All right, we're leaving." You're like, "Fine," and he went around the block. That was insane, bro.
Hear this.
The broken door.
Oh yeah, I was a kid.
You were
I think 12. I was like a little kid, and you know how it is when you at a young age and like you can get mad like that. You annoyed or mad or something. I think they did something to me and I was mad or something and they were all laughing at me. You know, you a kid, your feelings get hurt fast. So, they were all laughing at me, my whole family in the car laughing at me. Then they start backing out of the driveway. And I was, being a stubborn little kid and just trying to be mad and act tough. And they start backing up and they pull off. And I'm like, damn, they just left me in my head, but I'm still mad. So I try to turn around and open the door and it's closed and it's still locked. And I'm like, damn. So like out of anger, I kicked the door. And when I kicked the door broke. And my dad, and right when I kicked the door, it broke. They came back. They just drove around the corner. And then right when they pulled up, they were all still laughing at me. And I turned around. My heart dropped. And I was like,
my bad.
Dad came out. He gave me a beat down. He seen the door first, and he was like, how the hell this dude opened the door and got out?
You had grown man strength at 12. See that's
man. Oh, Vita. I was gonna Vita. Is that am I saying it right now?
And
you good? My girl, she can't pronounce it right either. And every time she's around my family, who the hell? It was like I had like a younger cousin. She's still in grade school, and my girl's like, she said Vita, and then my younger cousin. She looked at her like, who's Vita?
All right, sweet. I got to get this down if I'm ever having dinner with your family.
Yeah, you good.
So I was going to ask you, man, when you had heard that the Bucs were going to bring in Todd Bowles as the defensive coordinator, and I think it was your second year. You'd been in the league for 1 year at that point, if I'm remembering correctly. How much did you know about him before he arrived? And if you knew about him, was that something that like re-energized you? Were you excited about that because he brings a very exotic style, a very aggressive style defense compared to what you had played in your rookie year? Was that something that you were excited about, looking forward to? What were your thoughts initially on that, and how has it been since he's been here? And obviously, you've in front of us, we feel like you flourished.
Yeah, I didn't know too much about him. I knew just enough from when he was with the Cardinals. What's it called? I didn't know too much of him. The only time I remember anything about him was when he was with the Cardinals, and they did good that year. But when I found out he was coming with the scheme he was coming, I was juiced. Because I got drafted into my rookie year and they were a 4-3 team at the time. But when I came out of college, I was a 3-4 guy. Mm-hmm. So, having to switch up schemes that was hard for me. And then going back to 3-4, and I was like, damn, this is more my style and how I want to play. So I was juiced. And I think since his time being here, I think everything he's exceeded all of my expectations of how a D coordinator is supposed to be, the type of play calling and the plays that he puts in for us is really amazing. Because every play is the plays he puts in is really designed for everybody to make a play. It's not designed for one person. There's plays put in for everybody to make plays. So I think that's one thing that's dope about him and his defense.
Hey Vita, obviously since your absence, a guy like Sue, Will Gholston, and Nacho had to kind of fill in for you. Have you seen, to me, a guy like Will Gholston, he's playing out of his mind, man. He's really been impressive. Obviously he's like the gray beard on that defense. He's been here. He's like, isn't he the longest?
Yeah, he's the longest tenured Buck now. I believe so.
Yeah,
on the D line at least. He's been here.
He's been here longer than anybody else. Maybe
Shiano drafted him, bro. So that's like
he's been here.
Him and Levante might be in the same year.
the same draft class. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they are.
Yeah.
But speak to like how versatile he is. I mean, he came in as a 3-4 defensive end, and now he's playing, pretty much every position on the defensive line.
Yeah, that man, he's a different breed. Especially just seeing his growth from when I first got here. He was only playing DN, but now he can play DN. He can play my position. He can play D tackle. He can play nose. You get a guy. You get a guy that can do all of those positions and do good at it. I think you got something special there, and I think we got a lot of guys like that in our room.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the guys you mentioned. I think all those guys that Nacho, Sue, they could also play DN, play the 3, play the nose. So I think that's what's pretty unique about our room. We got guys that can play every position.
You mentioned different breed, and we kind of touched a little bit on it, but can you talk about JPP? Like, that guy is a fucking different breed, right? Have you ever been around a guy that just, it seems like once anyone writes him off, he's right there again. He hurts his neck, he comes back and he dominates. The firework accidents happened to him years and years ago. People write him off. He's still playing almost at the same level he's been playing his entire fucking career, and he's a fucking monster out there. Like we've seen him in the last few weeks. He's been playing like a fucking he's playing out of his fucking mind, and that's saying a lot because he's JPP.
And yeah, he could play every single down. He can play down, not get subbed out. The funny thing is, when he first got that pick against Carolina, we were in the locker room and he was just joking around, and some people were like, "Damn, you got no hands, like you can't catch." And then he was like, "You want me to get another one?" And he was like, "All right, watch, I'm gonna get another one this week. Just wait." When I played against the Rams, he got another one.
He could have had three. He could have had three.
Yeah, yep. He could have. But the stuff he does on the field, it's ridiculous, and he's funny as hell. He's like a good spirited guy. You know what I'm saying? He's like he's living right. He's like a good person. So yeah, that just adds on to the list. But
hey, Vita, I know you're a West Coast guy. How do you like Tampa, man? You think you'll settle down here, or you gonna go back to the West Coast when your career's over?
I don't think I go back to Cali. I think one being like tax purposes.
Yeah.
Keep it a buck, bro.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm keeping it 100.
Sue did educate you a little bit. You're talking that business.
No. It wasn't Sue. It was homeboy. He was on Hard Knocks giving everybody education on investments. He plays for the Raiders now. Nassib, yeah. Nassib gave him.
That's right.
He knew who you're talking about.
I don't know. But
so you're staying in Tampa, confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly like Tampa. When I first got here, I didn't know what to think of it, just because it was something new. But then, and especially because of the heat, especially me coming from college, I came from Washington, where it was like a cold state. You know what I'm saying? It's always cold every day, and it's like the hottest it'll get is like 70, and that was like hot as hell to us.
That first training camp, you were like, God damn.
First day of pass was like 116. Plus, and I was out there looking at everybody. I was like, I seen a dude with like dip in his mouth. I was like, how the hell you dipping right now? It's hot as hell.
Hey, he's looking around the huddle like, wait, this is a joke, right? Like, y'all, this ain't this is a joke, right?
Was that something real for you to have to like adjust to? Like, was that something that you had to really work on when you first got here? Rookie year?
I really had to. I used to drink we go to meetings after practice, I would literally drink 10 bottles of water within an hour. That's how bad it was. But now I'm used to it now. Like I can go to practice with sweats and a sweater on. It could be like 90 degrees out, and I'll be fine.
Is it true sometimes? Go ahead.
What was that?
Is it true sometimes during a practice you guys will drop like 10, 12 pounds, some guys, and then hydrate right back with water? That's crazy.
Yeah, because they weigh you in before and after practice to see where your hydration levels and stuff like that. And, it is crazy. Like I remember the first day I in pads, I was telling you about when it was like 116 out here. I came back, lost 15 pounds.
That's like
in one fucking practice.
Crazy, bro.
Drenched, like cleats. Like we look like you jumped in the pool with your whole uniform on.
I know you were excited for that air conditioned practice facility.
That indoor facility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year though, there was like a bunch of lightning that forced us to practice inside. And then I think BA got fed up. Was like, damn, y'all practicing this AC, we gotta get used to the heat. So we ended up starting practicing in the indoor, no AC on,
heat on,
all the doors open.
Hey Vita, have you ever had a guy like we went to one of the training camps last year, and Bowles was running drills with you guys? Does that happen very often? Like he's in there actually getting dirty with you guys?
All the time. Every time we talk smack to him, we always talk smack to him. Because there's a lot of smack talk going on. He always says that he can still beat me in the race. I'm like, hell no. And then it comes out like before practice, like, Coach, you beat me in a race, and it's just me, just what's it called, just pushing him to make him do the drill. Even though I was just I'm trying to figure out the word. What's the word?
Instigating.
You're just hassling him.
Yeah. Just instigating it. I'd be like, Coach, you can't beat me in a race. And just talking like you too old, something like that. He'll end up hopping in the drill, start doing the bags with us. And it's funny because normally we'll go longer, but when he does it with us, we'll do it like 3 times, and then he'll call it in. So
he's like, I'm done.
So when you want the drill to get cut short, you talk some shit, get him to come in there, and then to get out.
I like that technique. That's pretty smart, man. But you mentioned you guys looking like you jumped in the pool. We haven't talked about the specimen that the Bucs drafted this past offseason, who apparently can jump out of a fucking swimming pool off of his fucking legs. You've lined up against him. I'm sure you've seen him in practice. Can you talk? This guy's been a fucking beast this season as a rookie, and he's facing some serious fucking defensive linemen and edge rushers. Can you just talk to us about Tristan Wirfs, man? You've seen him up close.
Yeah, that guy, he's an animal. You've seen stuff he could do just from social media, but he just at that size and like what he can do, like being explosive and just like you said, like playing, like we're out there on the defense, just looking at the edge rushers he has to go against. When we look at the big screen, like, damn, did you see that? He just locked up so and so. I won't say name, but he just locked him up. Like, damn, that's crazy. He only a rookie, so it's crazy to see, someone so young, especially at that position, at tackle with so many defensive, threats off the edge, and seeing him be successful at his job. I think that's crazy, seeing something from a young dude like that.
The dude went against Cameron Jordan his first game ever with no preseason, no training camp, he had a training camp, but no off season. Cameron Jordan and did a damn good job. Then Joey Bosa did a damn good job. It was like, golly, this guy's a freak. But Vita, speaking of talking shit, you were saying talking shit. We all know Devin White is the mouth of the defense. He's always talking, doesn't stop. Like Rojo said, he's talking shit through a walkthrough. Can you talk to us about 54? He doesn't talk much, but I'm glad he has a spotlight on him, and he's a hell of a leader on the defense, I would imagine. Talk to us about 54 and what it's like, going to battle with that dude.
Vontae, first of all, Vontae definitely, a lot of people sleep on Vontae, but that dude, he's a silent killer. He's tremendous on the field. Just learning from how he plays, and the way he plays the game is crazy. He don't say much. He just go out there and do his job. But I think that's that 1-2 punch with him and Den White. Den White do all the talking, but he can also back it up. And then Vontae's over there, not saying the word, but he'll throw you off. Like, this dude not saying, this dude just tackled me. He didn't say nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, then he came did it again. The third time, he still not talking. It was like, I think that'll get into somebody's head, especially for him playing for this long as a linebacker and being still being productive at his job and doing a good job of leading our defense. And just, I think it's dope being around a guy like that. That dude, he's one of a kind.
We love Levante, man.
I got, two more. I'll ask you this one real quick. My favorite player on offense is 13, man. What does it do? Because that dude plays with like a chip on his shoulder, bro. Like you talked about earlier with Sue, like just bad intentions. Like he just looks pissed off, and his intensity is at like max level all the time. What does it do for the team and the defense when that dude makes plays? Like the other night when he freaking dragged 3 guys into the end zone at the goal line against the Chiefs, or there was the Rams. Like that's insane. Stank. We were at the game. He almost fell 5 rows because he was so fucking amped up in the stands, bro. We had to save his life, like literally grab his legs so he didn't tumble down. He still has a scar. But what does it do for the team and you guys on the sideline, the defense, when that guy is doing stuff like that? Like, what?
I think it gets everybody hyped up. But like, damn, this dude just made a big play. I gotta go make a play. And I think, for the most part, I think a lot of people on the team think like that. But that boy got hands. It's crazy just to see him, like, especially like in key moments, and be like a tough ball. He'll catch it. Him and Chris Godwin, it's crazy. There's like Chris Godwin and Mike is like the offense or defensive version of offense of Levante and Devin White. That's how I look at it. But Mike, that man, it's crazy. Just seeing him, especially watching it from the sideline, he'd be like, yeah, damn, how the hell this man make that catch, or how do you make this play like that? It's crazy. I think over the past 3 years, I think I've got more used to seeing him do like crazy stuff that is like normal to me now. Like, yeah, he do that all the time.
You know what's?
Go ahead, Sam.
I was gonna say, do you have a serious question? Because I have a not serious question.
No, well, actually, I have a 2-part question. One is, can anybody on the team see you in tennis at all? Like, have anybody challenged you? I feel like Blaine Gabbert would be that guy that would come and try you in tennis.
Blaine Gabbert, I can see that.
I don't want to say nothing. I don't want I'll talk back in there and get my ass beat in tennis for.
No, but my real question was about Coach Lowe. I'm a big fan of Coach Lowe. Me and her talk shit on Twitter all the time. I don't think enough is said about her. Talk about her as a coach and your impressions of her, because I know she's in your ear all the time too.
Yeah, Coach Lowe, she's one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? Being that people probably look at her and be like, damn, she a female, she a woman coaching in the NFL, but she's seen a lot, and she's also played a lot. If you know Coach Lowe, she's dealt with a lot of injuries due to her playing, in playing football. But you know, she knows a good part of the game to where she always harps on us on the little things of, you know, where our eyes are at. You know, if we getting our hands up, we're next to the quarterback and stuff like that, little things like that, you know, that she harps on us that, you know, we don't really think about every day. Like where my eyes are at. Like I do this every day. I'm not worried about my eyes. You know, I could do this in my sleep. She'll come up and tell you, like, your eyes were doing this and that, whatever. Then you just take a step back and look at it and be like, oh, shoot. This next rep, let me do my eyes like this, like how she's saying. And, you know, you come in and you do it right, the right way, how she was saying, and, you know, and that end up being good, and stuff like that. So, you know,
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good.
I was going to say that speaks volumes, right? Because everyone, football is a man's sport. It's a man's sport. And here's a female coach that's teaching you stuff that you've never thought about, right? Stuff that you didn't think you needed to think about. Like you said, you do this shit in your sleep, right? Now, you mentioned the word weird, or not weird, that you're used. It's no longer weird to see what Mike Evans does on the field, right?
Oh,
well,
shit. Don't.
This show is pretty weird too, bro. And it's funny that we have you on because this is kind of a two-part thing, right? So before the season, before the season, do you know that you won?
Yeah, you won an award. We got to get it to you.
You won an award from us, right? You won the Mr. Becks 2020. You're that? Mr. Becks 2020. All right, so
okay, hold on. I got to provide context, bro. Hold on.
I'm gonna give it. I'm giving the story.
So 1 year we were at training camp.
I gotta ask you, bro. I gotta know.
No, don't ask that question.
No,
bro.
I'm not gonna ask that. I'm not gonna ask that question. No. No. Okay, so
let me give him context.
Give him context.
We're at training camp 1 year. And Stank, you know, if you need some tissue, get some tissue. You remember a player, you played with him, Noah Spence.
Mm-hmm.
Noah Spence liked to rock the half jersey.
Yeah.
And Stank mentioned that from the stands, as the sun was hitting his abs, it looked like he rubbed his abs down with baby oil before practice.
They were glistening.
Then we're fucking stupid. We started a poll, Mr. Becks Baby Oil 2020.
Beck is another guy who's on this podcast with us, who happens to be a male model.
He's a male model.
He happens to be a male model.
There's the context, but then we put a poll up, and who were the nominees? It was Blaine Gabbert.
It was Blaine Gabbert, OJ Howard, Vea.
OJ Howard.
And who was the fourth person?
Oh, it was the safety that wore the short shorts.
Oh yeah. No. He wasn't on the team anymore. No, it was
team.
It was Justin Evans. Yes, it was.
Justin Evans.
Was Justin Evans or was it Whitehead?
And there were a shitload of votes, bro. It was over.
There was hundreds of votes.
Hundreds of thousands vote, whatever.
No. We had like 900 votes. OJ Howard was leading the charge, and you made a comeback.
A late comeback.
Yeah, and you won Mr. Becks Baby Oil for Mr. Becks 2020, right? So this baby oil thing took on a life of its own because we have a guy named Stephen Beck that comes on the show time to time before we were the video podcast, and he's a model. So we knew if anyone knows about baby oil, it would be a model, right? A male model. And so we asked him, do you think Noah Spence puts baby oil on his abs? Is that why they glisten in the sun? And he didn't know. And then because it bothered him so much, his last name is Beck, so we named it Beck's Baby Oil. It bugs the shit out of him. I actually had it bottled and labeled just to fuck with this guy. We all have bottles of this shit. And it blew up, so we would just start thinking, like, we had fans nominate players that they think should be covered in baby oil, and you guys were the nominees, and you ended up winning.
You won, Vita, and you know what? We have to send you the award.
Yes. We have to send you the
I want to hear. Are you proud of this award? Are you embarrassed?
Yeah.
How does it make you feel?
Can you give us an acceptance speech?
Please. This is your moment.
Yeah. All I gotta say is that's pretty lit.
Yes.
There we go. That's what's up.
Just promise me one thing. If you ever come across Noah Spence, you will squeeze some of this onto his glistening abs because I know he's using it. I know he is.
For sure. You know, defensive linemen used to do that. They used to oil up.
So that linemen couldn't grab them.
Right, and then the league stepped in, but they used to do that. Matter of fact, the Vikings players used to do that back in the day. I think
that's what we do when we play somewhere cold. But we don't put oil. We put like thick
Vaseline?
lotion.
Vaseline?
Yeah, like Vaseline.
Yeah.
Cover it. Be like try to cover every pores, so it's not as cold. Especially coming here, you go play somewhere like in Green Bay at their coldest.
I don't want to give somebody a high five when it's 30 degrees outside, let alone tackle somebody. I can't even imagine, bro. Fuck that.
You played some cold games, I'm assuming, at Washington.
Yeah, I think I became used to it.
So now you're gonna start rubbing this down when you go to Green Bay.
Oh my God! Stop.
I like it.
Stop it. I do. This is my last football-related question for you. But we asked Ro this. What was it like without the fans in the stands? Because there was a lot of stuff being speculated that they were pumping in crowd noise, but some places weren't pumping in crowd noise. So it made it kind of hard on the defensive line and the offensive lineman because you can hear every call. You can hear everything. Usually there's noise and you're watching the ball, but then it's kind of weird when there's no noise at all. And you can watch the ball, but instinctually, the lineman, the quarterback, the hard count, what was that? Was it weird? What was your feeling on that with no fans in the stands?
It was. So at first we prepared for being noise at our first game against the Saints. And when we got there, it wasn't that, but it wasn't really much noise at all. And it was just weird. Like normally you get to the game, no one's in the stands, and then you go into the locker room, you get ready, and then when you come out to go warm up, you see a few people, some people ask for autographs. You come out, you see nobody, you go back in, and now you got to come out on the field with everybody. And by the time you come out the field, the stands is packed. We came out to do the national anthem, and when nobody in the stands, we were like, damn, I feel like this is a scrimmage or something. It can't be serious. But I remember I was sitting there and I was just, right when the kickoff happened, I was just sitting there. I was like, damn, this can't be happening. It don't feel like a game right now. So I think as the season went on, we ended up figuring out ways to just be our own cheerleaders on the sideline, hyping each other up. I think us on the D-line, we figured it out quick, but obviously, now they let Vine fans to open up the Bucs Stadium right now, and some other stadiums doing that too. So slowly but surely it's picking up, but at first it was crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's got to be weird.
Crazy.
That'd be feel like a practice almost, like you said, like a scrimmage.
It felt like a practice, like scrimmage type deal. Like you're out there, you make a play, and it's just like normally you hear like crowd noise, but then you're over there, you hear your coach yell at you.
I mean, you feed off of that, right? That's you mentioned the word juice a couple times. You get juice. You have to feed off that energy from the crowd, man. It's crazy. Hopefully we'll get through this soon. I know I'm going to literally inject the vaccine into my skull. I don't care as soon as it's out because I want to go to a game. Packed stadiums. Yes.
We should put the vaccine in the baby oil and just hand it out. Yeah.
Hand it up to people.
Yeah, that's right. That's a great way to do it. Vita, thank you for hanging out, bro.
No problem.
We wish you full recovery, obviously. Can't wait to see you back out there sooner rather than later. Hope your family's safe. Everyone's safe. You guys stay safe, all that. Again, thank you for hanging out, man. This was fun.
Congrats on getting engaged, right? Didn't you get engaged?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Congratulations,
bro.
For sure. Yeah. Hopefully you don't hate it before the next 5 years.
What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong?
Hey, we're married. We can all say it.
I'm happily married, bro.
We can all say it.
We're all very happily married. Matter of fact, I'm so
it.
happily married. Today is my anniversary, and I'm here recording.
With Vita Vea. That's right. With Vita.
So Vita, you need to apologize to my wife right now. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Yo, you know who needs to apologize to his wife? Is Stank himself.
I agree.
Oh yeah. He made a bet, Vita. He said that Oh shit.
Oh, here we go.
He
We're
made a
about to
bet.
wrap it up.
He
No,
literally said,
we're gonna wrap it up on this. We're gonna wrap it up on this. He
We're
made
gonna
a
wrap
bet.
up on this. Hold on. Because Vita, this was good for you too. I mean, Stank has made a sacrifice. We should be thanking him.
For everybody.
He said that if Tom Brady came here, because there's no way he's coming here, he would stop having sex with his wife for a whole year.
Thank you.
Hasn't had sex.
Thank you, Stank.
Look at his face.
He's like, what? This guy is a real fan. He's gonna untie.
I did it for you, bro. I did it
A
for
whole year.
I sacrificed for everybody, man.
Then he said, "There's no way Gronk is coming here. I'll do 2 years." And both things happened. So he's fucked, but he's not fucked.
Can you convince him to do it a third year for the Lombardi?
For
Can
the,
you do
for
that
the
first?
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Stank. Do it one more year for the Super Bowl. If you ask him, he'll do it. He won't do it for us.
He won't do it for us.
All right, do it.
I'll do it for you, Vita.
Add another year.
Add another
There you
year.
go. Add another year,
All
bro.
right. As long as I can be with you at the ring ceremony, I'll wear a mask, bro. I'll even get tested every day like you do. I'll quarantine myself. Whatever I got to do.
Yep.
See, that's how you know we're diehard fans, Vita. That's how you know it, bro.
I saw you at a kava bar right down the street from my house one day, or walking up to it. I don't know if you drink that stuff or not, but I wanted to say what's up, but I was scared. I was like, oh, it's Vita. I don't want to bother you.
You talking about the one over there, like kind of
Heights on Florida. Yep.
next down the street from that Heights Meat Market?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
That's my hood right there.
That was me.
That was you. Thanks for hanging out, bro.
Appreciate you coming on, man. For
Thanks
real.
for coming out. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
you having me, man.
Definitely.
What's up?
Absolutely.
Next time.
I think he said appreciates having us. Oh, real quick, actually, do you have a cause for cleats or cleats
Yes.
for cause? Do you have
charity?
do you have a cleats for cause this year? I know you're not playing.
I did. I did one. I did for breast cancer this year, and I'm doing. I'm supporting the Moffitt Cancer Center. Due to my fiance's mom, she passed away this past summer off breast cancer, so that's why I'm doing it.
Cancer fucking sucks. Fuck
Yeah,
cancer.
Those suck.
Okay.
Any of you guys who can help out there?
Yeah, we'll link it below so people
Link
can
it
donate.
below.
Help out.
Absolutely. Even if we have $1 from each person, that adds up, right?
Got. Yep.
All right, Vita. Thanks for hanging out again, man. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Stay safe. Get better. We will see you soon.
Yeah, much appreciated. Next time, you'll be, we have you on, and we'll be so weird. We won't ask you all these fucked up questions like we did, and made me cringe when I thought he's gonna ask you about baby oil and shit. But you took it like.
By the way, he'll
cool.
ship the award to me, and I'll give it to Bazio. So next time,
Got you.
We will test it with ultra ray violets, violet rays as well. Ultraviolet rays. We'll test it. I got you, bro. I got you.
All right.
Go Bucs.
Go Bucs.
All right, Vita, go Bucs.